Hart, who many lovingly refer to as Father John, is a wonderful, wonderful priest in the diocese. He's done so much across the entire diocese, but is just such a kind-hearted, loving man who is supportive of all who he comes to know. And we're all just blessed to know him and to be in his presence and to have his support throughout Catholic Charities and at DPD.
When I think of Catholic Charities, I think of all the people who work at Catholic Charities and the thousands of people who are served by the 70 different agencies and the selfless work that goes on, which is at the heart of the gospel that Jesus gave to us about looking after the poor and the needy, and they do so in so many selfless ways. So I'm very proud of Catholic Charities. All of us in the church must be proud and should be proud of Catholic Charities. I think that every priest has an important place in his heart for Catholic Charities and looking after the poor and the needy. I first recall hearing about Catholic Charities when I was a high school student at Newman Prep a long time ago. One of our teachers was Mr. Lou Taddy, who was just honored this past year. He taught biology and he was very much involved with Murray House. And so all of us in our Catholic high school learned about Catholic Charities and were very interested in it.
So Father Wehrlen, our founder at DPD, really saw this work that we do for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities as a true ministry, as a true calling. And Msgr. Hart, Father John, really does bring that home, and he really has very deep roots in the community throughout Morristown, throughout the entire diocese, with all of the different roles that he's held, and as pastor at Assumption, he just continues to bring that forward to all of us and really loves the individuals that we support at DPD and really walks that same path that Father Jack, Father Wehrlen had for everyone who works at DPD and is part of our ministry.
I've known Msgr. Hart for over 30 years, and I would want to say that he is the epitome of what you would think a priest would be in our community. He's very gracious. He's very supportive of Catholic Charities across our entire diocese and his parish. When somebody's in need, he finds the right resources to make somebody's life better.
I think parishioners of Assumption Parish know Msgr. Hart, their pastor, as an enthusiastic and generous disciple and priest of Jesus Christ, a dedicated pastor, but also serving our diocese in the role of clergy personnel director and in his ministry of so many years as a priest serving our diocese in so many ways. He is a disciple filled with joy and a hard worker and gives of himself generously. I know his parishioners know that, and I know those brother priests who know him and work with him are aware of that, and I hope many are aware of Msgr. John Hart as a good priest and a good pastor. I see Msgr. Hart as, like many of our priests, following in Father Wehrlen's good example, and Msgr. Hart does that with compassion for those who are in need, with support for the work of DPD and Catholic Charities. So Msgr. Hart is a very fitting recipient of the Father Jack Wehrlen Award.
I don't believe I am worthy, but I humbly accept it on behalf of the people of Assumption Parish and the late Msgr. Rauscher, and on behalf of all the people who work so hard for Catholic Charities. I want to take this opportunity to express my congratulations to the other honorees, to Paul and Anne and Harpreet and Father Owen. And it's a joy to support Catholic Charities. We always do. The people at Assumption are very generous, as I said. Thank you so much. I would like to share what a great joy and honor it is to be among all of you who come from far and wide and constantly support the Caritas Gala and all the work that Catholic Charities does for the poor and needy in our diocese. It's at the heart of the gospel, and it's a great source of encouragement for me and for all of my brother priests. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say to all of you, thank you so much for helping the poor.